Hi guys, welcome to Sim UK. This is the office tour. Now, it's a long time in coming, this video, but it's not going to be a long one, I tell you that. Our office space, our studio space, is a small 6x6 square in the corner of the bedroom, and out of respect for the wife, I'm not going to show you the entire bedroom, just the working area. But yeah, this is it guys. I hope you enjoy the video. Basically, this is the entire office space right here in its entirety. It's not a lot of space, so I've had to be pretty constructive or creative with fitting everything in and making sure that everything is where it needs to be. Now, you can see that the chair of many things here is set up, and obviously this is the primary location where I sit. And we have today a G29 setup with the side controller and the foot pedals rather. And the rather infamous Cytex side panel, which you'll see in pretty much every video I make. Now, this is all set up today for me to make a farm sim video, so after I've made this video, that's what I shall be doing today. Let's start over here. So we bought this bookcase specifically to enable me to keep all my crap in order. There's a lot of stuff that I need in order to make the videos that I do, and trying to keep it neat and tidy in a 6x6 space is not easy, I can tell you that much. I have recently redesigned and rebuilt this entire office space. Thanks to my Patreons, I was able to replace every single cable and wire, so every monitor cable, every USB cable, all being replaced with brand new ones with lifetime warranties. Thank you guys so much, because I was having so many issues. And I think, hopefully, fingers crossed, that we're in a much better state now. And hopefully we'll be getting some Twitch videos out on a regular basis pretty soon. So in addition to the new cables, we also have a 1080 Ti installed into the PC down there. You can see it's pretty disgusting down there, to be fair. I used to have a rug covering this space, so I haven't seen this bit of carpet for a long time, but I think it's time to replace it. But we've got fairly neat and tidy cables down there, but a bit more work to do. We've got some trunking downstairs, which I'm going to do. It's one of the last jobs I'm going to do in order to tidy this space up. But yeah, that 1080 Ti, I had to take a loan out for that. So for the next 6 months, every penny I make on YouTube is going to be paying back that loan in order to pay off the 1080 Ti. So there is confirmation from me that for the next 6 months at least, I will be making YouTube videos, because I need to pay off that debt. So let's begin. Let's begin up here. In fact, let's begin over here. Let's do this slightly differently today. Up here we have a top shelf, which is just a shelf full of stuff. And you can see it's pretty dark. But if we come down here to my main desk, you can see I have this remote control. And if I just turn on these lights... Oops, turned it off again for some reason. You can see it turns into a bit of a football pitch. Now, in order to make videos, you need to have studio lights. So I have 2 studio lights there, which fire up off onto the ceiling and down and just light up the space down here so you guys can see me. Let's begin with the bookcase, shall we? The top shelf is reserved for personal stuff, memorabilia, etc. For example, my daughter made me this wonderful Christmas tree a couple of weeks ago. I think it's absolutely stunning. Bit early for Christmas, but she gets excited for these things pretty early. Smack bang in the middle of our face here, we have the Blue Yeti microphone. This is normally the microphone I'm using. I'm using my headset today because I'm moving around, obviously. That is connected to this Rode microphone boom arm. It's the best boom arm I've had. I've had a few different ones holding this microphone, but this is the best one I've had by far. It's very good. It's not perfect, but it is very good. Highly recommend it. Behind that, you can see I've got a collection of my favorite games back when I used to buy games in boxes. That's how old I am. And a collection of my favorite videos and DVDs, etc. over here. And you can see I am an Arsenal fan, so all you Tottenham supporters will probably leave the video right now, I'd have thought. But you're welcome to stay if you wish. You can also see I've got quite a few little V-dub items here. A vehicle I love. Ever since my father had one and we took a journey from London to Cornwall and broke down halfway and had to spend the night on the side of the motorway. Love those things. Absolutely brilliant. Next shelf down, we have an Apple Mac, which I bought for editing purposes. I never use it, actually. I don't get on with Mac particularly well. so it just kind of sits in the box now, doesn't really do much. I'll find a use for it one day. Over here we have the absolutely superb Rhino X56 flight controller system. I love this thing, and I want to get more flight videos on the channel, but difficult at the moment, but we'll get there. We will get there. I want to get some DCS World, DCS stuff on the channel a lot. Really excited to do that. We've got a camera here which is not hooked up at the moment. Now this camera just sits on a bracket, and normally that's the camera that captures the steering wheel and the Cytec side panel when I'm streaming or making videos. Below that we have a rather special shelf. This shelf not only holds all of the controllers for the VR and any gaming that I might be doing, but also has a secondary wireless mouse and a whiskey glass, which basically holds all my water primarily. Below that we got paperwork and a box full of stuff that needs to be sorted. And these two drawers, no lie, are absolutely jam-packed full of cables and wires and bits and bobs. So that is the bookcase. That's a lot of stuff there that otherwise was on my desk, if you can believe that. And yeah, I'm so glad to have that thing here, but without it we'd be pretty screwed. Now the G29, incidentally, what it does is it folds up on itself and then it sits underneath the desk there. That's how we keep that tidy, so that works well. Let's move on to the desk, shall we? So over here on the left hand side we have some paperwork for Farm Sim 17. This is basically any scripts or relevant information that I need for a game is held on this clipboard so that I can read it and see it easily. Behind that we have basically a collection of drawers which we have all the paperwork in, paperwork out, and books, etc. kept in one place. I've got a notebook here with Dad written on it, and below that we've got Super Dad voucher book. That's something I got for Father's Day this year. Breakfast in bed, all that kind of stuff. Make me a cup of tea, lovely. We got some drawers here. This is full of old hard drives that either need to be destroyed or reutilized. At the moment they're just sat there until I have time to do it. Velcro tabs, because my god, you need so many, or I do anyway. And this drawer up here is just crap that was on my desk that I don't know what to do with, so it lives in there for now. Moving on, we have this PC. This is our render PC. Now I bought this off my brother second hand. This is his old gaming PC. It's not really a gaming PC, and I had to upgrade it a lot just to be able to start rendering. New hard drive, new operating system, a few other bits and bobs as well. But up until a week or two ago, when I started redesigning the office, I was using this external hard drive to transfer recorded game files from the main PC to this thing, and that was a pain in the arse. It took a long time. I kept dropping the external hard drive. It wasn't a good system, but thanks to the Patreon guys, I've been able to buy, amongst all the other cables, an Ethernet cable, and now this is connected directly to the gaming PC, and it just transfers files super fast, super efficiently, and acts as a backup. So I'm really happy about that. One of the most important spaces on the desk, the tea and coffee and water space. Obviously without that I'd be dehydrated and shriveled up like a prune or a raisin or whatever the hell it is that gets shriveled up. I can't remember. Right, 3 screens guys, 3 screens. We got 2 Aoyama 24-inch and we got 1 Acer 27-inch. Now I could have 2 Acer 27-inch monitors and they'd still weigh less than one of these things. Now that's important. Not only was this monitor cheap, and I'll show you the unboxing for that in another video, but it weighs very little, and that's important because as you can see from this setup here, if you were sat in this seat trying to play Farm Sim or ETS2 or whatever, the monitor setup isn't exactly ideal. So what we would do is come over here, and this is what all the planning was for when I first redesigned this office space. You can see that this monitor completely flips out, and then we have the full 27-inch monitor right in front of us so that we can actually get some games going. And if you can't quite see what's going on there, it pulls out on this extending arm, and you can see there's still quite a lot of extension available on that. I haven't pulled it out all the way because I'm doing it one-handed. This is all the cabling all neatly tied up so that it doesn't get tangled up, doesn't dangle down, and yeah, that works brilliantly. On top held on by blue tack, we've got the face cam camera. That's what you see when I'm streaming on Twitch, and hopefully we'll be back doing that soon. And in addition to that, we have the modified PS3 iCam, which tracks my head tracker so that I can move my head about in game. Very important, that is. And yes, this monitor also comes round like so. So when I'm sat over there and I'm streaming, I can see what you guys are saying. Sometimes I spin it around this way so that it's easier to see what you guys are saying. When there's a lot of people chatting, it works better that way around. But yeah, so that's really the most important bit of the office, is the ability to move and switch around. So go from 3 screens to 1, or go from 3 screens to 2, and just have that massive amount of versatility within a very small space in order to accommodate a lot of different situations. So it works really well. Highly recommend it. If you want any advice on that, then let me know and I'll freely provide that to you. Hardware wise, what do we got here? This is a Corsair K55, very old keyboard. It's not mechanical, but it's kind of an imitation of a mechanical keyboard. It's very good. It's got 6 programmable keys down the side here. That helps me a lot. One of the main things it does is if you press this button here, it turns off the Windows key, so that no longer gets activated when you're playing a FPS game. I used to flick that by accident, come out the game and get shot a lot. That doesn't happen anymore. We've also got the Logitech G502, I think that's called. That's quite an old mouse, but my god, it's a good one. So really happy with that. So we got tea and water over this side for main FPS game. Obviously this monitor here would swing round in front of the keyboard and mouse when I'm playing an FPS game. We've got a big bottle of water there next to the phone, which provides this with constant supply of water whilst I'm streaming, as long as I remember to fill it up, which quite often I don't. What else have we got here, guys? We've got some external hubs. So this USB hub is 10 in number. That powers all of the cameras that you saw, and keyboard and mouse. And whilst we're on that subject, not only do I have the external mouse that we control over here, I also have a keyboard that connects with that and sits next to me whilst I'm on the G29, so I have full control over the PC, even though I'm sat a good couple of feet away from it. We've got another one of those hubs, absolutely identical on this side. That is purely for controllers. And you can see here we've got the wireless Xbox 360 controller dongle thing that's connected into there, as is the Cytec side panel and the G29. It's all very organised. Now you might notice this thing here and think, what the heck is that? That's a mobile phone holder. And what I do is when I'm streaming, this Stream Deck, which at the moment is configured to allow me to record video footage of PUBG. So if something interesting happens, I hit that button there and it records the previous 3 minutes and shows you how amazing I am, rather than me filling up my hard drive with loads of crap and then trying to find those 3 minutes of interesting play. So when I'm streaming, that device disconnects from the panel that it comes with. Big rubbish, to be fair, and it sits in this, which is absolutely fantastic. It's like £5. It's for mobile phones, but it holds it perfectly. And then it's I have the entire Cytec side panel here and the Stream Deck just above it, so everything is in easy reach and easy to control. Wow. What else have we got over here? We got a 10 USB hub. This is USB 3.0. This is purely for data. So when I finish recording this video, it will go into this dongle, and that dongle will go into this, and this will transfer it to the PC. That's how that works. This here is for the wireless headphones that I'm wearing. Turtle Beach 450s or 970s. I can't remember what they are actually. It's one or the other. Very good headsets, a bit cheaply made, but audio is brilliant, absolutely superb. Obviously this is a charging dock for tablets and the like. Got some controllers, that's for the lights, that's for a fan, that's for the aircon unit which we just bought. This is a bit of a sad situation. This is my external hard drive. That's what backs up everything that's on my PC. When I was rewiring everything, I knocked it over and now it doesn't seem to be working, so I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to either replace that or fix that. I don't know what's going to happen there. But yeah, I think that's everything. I'm sure. Oh, one thing I haven't covered up here on the top shelf, which is just lights and sort of pens and stuff like that, stuff that I don't want my daughter putting her hands on. We've got a charging point here for all the cameras, battery for the camera batteries, like this camera that I'm using right now. We've got the box for the S9 Plus, which I'm trying to get a video up for you. We've also got the Oculus Rift, which isn't currently connected. You can see that the sensor here is also not connected at the moment. That will be connected at some point, but I want to try and get an extension. So instead of coming out of the back of the PC there, it comes out this side of the bookcase. So you've got a bit more freedom to move around, but we'll see how that goes. I'll update you accordingly. Hoping that the 1080 Ti allows that to happen, because the 970 wouldn't do it, and I'm thinking maybe it's because it didn't have enough power. Just loads of pens and crap there. Right, yeah, we got a Logitech sound system at the back there. Pretty cheap, bought that a long time ago. Does the job. Most of the time I use headphones because obviously my daughter's room is next door, and she's very sensitive to noise, so I have to try and keep the noise down as much as possible. But that is the office. That is where SimUK sits for 8 to 14 hours a day, playing games, recording footage, creating reviews, and editing it and uploading it for you guys to hopefully enjoy and share. But yes, it's a long process moving an office space around, so I'm glad to finally be able to show you this. It's not completely finished yet. There's still a bit of tidying up and organizing to do. As I've seen on this video, getting that up close and personal with stuff, there's a lot of dusting I need to do, so that needs to happen today. But that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves. Until next time, goodbye for now.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. I really appreciate you coming along and taking the time to do that. I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you who watched this video today. Special big thank you to our patrons and supporters on Twitch. But everybody who comes and watches, you all count. You are all part of this, and I thank you so much. If you hit that like button, I will like you twice as much. Even more than that, perhaps. It is for you guys that I make these videos, so it matters to me a huge amount if you enjoy watching them, and if you don't, you need to tell me. So thanks for watching, take care of yourselves, until next time, goodbye for now.